If you enjoy my podcast, then please subscribe, give it a rating, and share it with other musicians. I also host another podcast, the Mike Del Ferro podcast, with travel stories, interviews with wonderful people, and more. You will find it on Spotify and all other podcast platforms, or via my website, mikedelferro.com.
Hi everyone, Mike Del Ferro here, and welcome back to the podcast. I want to share a personal story about a solo piano recording of mine that was picked up by a major Spotify editorial playlist. Suddenly, the track was being streamed like crazy. It reached almost 2 million plays. My profile jumped to almost 60,000 monthly listeners, and I have to admit, it felt great. And I'll tell you something else. I actually made some money on this. It wasn't astronomical, but it was not bad at all. But then, the other side of the algorithm hit. The track was removed from that playlist, and in just one single week, my listener count plummeted from almost 60,000 down to 6,000. And of course, as the listeners disappeared, the money dropped right along with them. Even with all my years in this business, I really had to deal with this mentally. It's so easy to fall into the trap of likes and followers, which creates a massive amount of anxiety and FOMO, fear of missing out. But as I always say, that mindset is the absolute opposite of being in a state of creativity. For most of us, selling isn't in our DNA, and obsessing over whether you are conventionally successful is a recipe for creative killing frustration. The lesson I learned from that drop is that you cannot link your self-worth to streaming data or even your bank account. These play counts are often the result of the power of editorial playlist editors or a shift in a streaming algorithm, and they frequently have nothing to do with the actual quality of your artistry. In this industry, you have to develop resilience. The only guaranteed success in music is the joy you find in the work itself. Whether you have millions of listeners or hundreds or thousands, and whether the paycheck is big or small, that joy is a reward that stays with you. So stay patient, focus on your inner game, and keep making the music that makes you happy. If you have questions or want to suggest a topic, email me at mike@mikedelferro.com or visit my website, mikedelferro.com, where you also will find my personal podcast with interviews with wonderful people. All real, no AI. I'm Mike Del Ferro, and I'll see you in the next episode.
If you enjoy my podcast, then please subscribe, give it a rating, and share it with other musicians. I also host another podcast, the Mike Del Ferro podcast, with travel stories, interviews with wonderful people, and more. You will find it on Spotify and all other podcast platforms, or via my website, mikedelferro.com.